Hi, I'm Matthew Lapp, host of Matthew Lapp Train Guide. Also today I'm at the Great Plains Transportation Museum in Wichita, Kansas, and continuing episode 55 with part 2. What you see right behind me is Frisco 876.
Frisco 876 was likely built in 1904 and is a wooden caboose. It was used behind freight trains on the St. Louis-San Francisco Railroad, Frisco for short, and was used as the train crew's office for many years. And in the cupola is where the crew would check for any problems toward the front of the train. And even the crew would work on the lower portion of the caboose, like would do some work with paper and other things, and would even relax down below as well. Later, the car was retired and was then acquired by the Great Plains Transportation Museum in Wichita, Kansas, where it is on display today.
What you see right behind me is Amtrak 1211.
Amtrak 1211 was built by the Budd Company in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1953 and is a baggage car. Originally, it was built for the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad and was originally numbered 3528. It's been many years hauling passengers' baggage on board when it would travel while being coupled with passenger trains as well. Then, in 1971, it was sold to Amtrak, which was the year Amtrak was created, and it was then renumbered 1044. It was later repainted in Amtrak's Phase 5 livery. Later, it was renumbered 1211. Then it was sold to the Burgee and Monson Railroad, and it kept the number. Between 2018 and 2023, it was then acquired by the Great Plains Transportation Museum in Wichita, Kansas, where it is today.
What you see right behind me is Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe 190,006.
Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe 190,006 was built by Pullman in 1914 and is a baggage car. The original number to this car is unknown. It was known to haul passengers' baggage on board for many years when it would be used coupled with other passenger cars as it would travel down the line with. Later, it was then put into maintenance avoid use and was renumbered 190,006 and continued service on the railroad. Then it was retired and was then donated to the Great Plains Transportation Museum in Wichita, Kansas, where it is seen today. Also, it even acts as a workshop on the museum grounds as well.
What you see right behind me is Union Pacific 904-270.
Union Pacific 904-270 was built by American Car and Foundry in St. Charles, Missouri in 1957 and is a baggage car. It was originally numbered 5745. This car was originally meant to carry passengers' baggage and was painted yellow to match the Union Pacific passenger cars scheme. Then, in 1969, it was converted to being a tool car and was renumbered to 4470 and was repainted green. Then, in 1970, it was renumbered 904-270 and also was used in maintenance avoid service on the railroad as well. Then it was retired, and in 2003 it was acquired by the Great Plains Transportation Museum in Wichita, Kansas, where it is on display today. Also, it is used as a workshop for the museum as well.
What you see right behind me is Cargill
316 Cargill 316 was built by Whitcomb Locomotive Works in Rochelle, Illinois in 1955 and is the 76111th diesel locomotive built by that factory and is a 50DE 58A1 type diesel locomotive. Also, the locomotive is named Dorothy. It originally saw service on the Standard Slag Company in Youngstown, Ohio, and was originally numbered 45. It spent several years switching rail cars at companies it served. Later, it was sold to the Southern Switching Company in Mingo Junction, Ohio. In 1976, it was then acquired by Cargill and was moved to Hooper, Nebraska. It worked at the Cargill grain elevator in Hooper, Nebraska, adjacent to the railroad, which were the tracks in Hooper that was part of the Chicago Northwestern Railroad, and later the portion of the line was being known as the Fremont and Elkhorn Valley Railroad, and were torn up and the locomotive was left on an isolated piece of track. In 2023, the locomotive was removed from the isolated section of tracks and was then donated to the Great Plains Transportation Museum in Wichita, Kansas, where it is seen today. What you see right behind me is Central Kansas Railway 101. Central Kansas Railway 101 was built by Electromotive Division in LaGrange, Illinois in 1952 and is the 166/33 diesel locomotive built by that factory and is an SWA type diesel locomotive. Originally, it was built new for the Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific Railroad and was originally numbered 835. For several years, this locomotive was used to switch freight cars in and out of yards and building facilities. In 1987, it was sold to the Terre Haute, Brazil, and Eastern Railroad and was renumbered 101. Then in 1993, it was sold to the Central Kansas Railway and it kept the number. As well as that, it was used at the Bartlett Grain Company starting in 2023. Then it was retired from being used and it had its prime mover and other parts to make it operational gutted, and it was soon donated to the Great Plains Transportation Museum in Wichita, Kansas in 2024. It may someday be restored to its Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific livery, and for right now it will remain in the blue livery as well.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed learning about trains with me today and Matthew Lap Train Guy. Also, I hope to see you all again real soon, and if you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, the subscribe button is just down below the video screen. If you didn't give the Facebook page a like yet, here's where you'll want to go. And if you didn't give the Instagram page a follow yet, here's where you want to go as well. Also, be sure to get your merch at teesprings.com. The link is in the description box below, along with the Facebook and Instagram pages. And as always, remember to subscribe to the Train Guy. So this is Matthew Lapp, host of Matthew Lapp Train Guy, signing out until next time. All aboard!